this part of the tour right now is just a really short segment of it. So we've been kind of been off tour for a little while. We've been home recording, working on a new record for a while now, about a month I think. So
Yeah.
um, yeah, this is just kind of like a little detour. Do a couple shows in France and some festivals in the U.S. and yeah, but it's been fun. I don't know, been having fun.
Touring's always pretty fun.
Yeah.
It seems to be our best like market in Europe for sure. Yeah, I remember we played a show in Strasbourg last time, and I felt like it was like a Beatles concert. Like the front row was just like it's really crazy.
It's really cool. I mean, especially it's just nice now that we've gotten to a point where we can play all these different cities in France. It used to be we'd come to France and we could only play Paris, right?
Yeah.
And now it's like there's all these other spots that we can go to. This tour is like 5 shows, and the only city that we've been in before is Paris. I mean, on the previous tour. So it's yeah, every time we come, we go to all these new places now. It's really cool.
It's more just like exciting though.
Yeah.
I mean, I'm sure we'll feel the pressure.
We got pretty. I think we both got pretty nervous for Coachella. That's kind of
Yeah, that was
a big
like
show
a
for
big
us.
I don't know. We write like as we record, we're writing all at the same time. So we kind of like find a sound, and that will sort of like define where the song's gonna go.
It's pretty natural. It's just kind of we'll start working on something, and when it starts sounding, you come up with an idea that sounds good, then you stick with it. It's a pretty like mysterious process though. Sometimes it's like you can work really hard on a song for a week straight or something, and just like go out of your mind trying to like finish this song, and it'll end up being like the worst thing you ever made.
Yeah, it ends up being really boring sometimes.
Yeah, it's really hard to know. I mean, it's definitely not a science. Like I don't know the formula for making a great song. Sometimes it just falls in your lap. Usually the best songs are the ones that happen the quickest with the least amount of planning and tinkering. It's just like it happens
Yeah,
quick.
they just come out really quickly.
Basically, when you can listen to it all the way through without being bored at any moment, we try and just make it exciting from beginning to end. And if there isn't something changing, like each bar or whatever, then you need to do something. I don't know. You just know when it's done. It's pretty obvious that it's done, or when I don't know.
Yeah, totally.
Or sometimes we'll think a song is done and then we'll listen to it a bit more, come back to it a week later and realize that it was missing something. But
Yeah, it's taking a break from the song always helps. Like, you realize that it sometimes still needs a lot of work. But partially that was just like the studio we were working in had a bunch of new instruments, like harpsichord and grand piano and stuff like that.
yeah.
So we were just excited to have new sounds to work with.
Yeah.
New toys, yeah. And now ever since we're always trying to like constantly get new equipment.
Yeah, I think with the first 2 records, it was like we were pretty focused on just guitar and some keyboard and like electronic beats and stuff. And then just after doing 2 records like that, we wanted to try something different. It was really inspiring to have all these other instruments around and just experimenting with different sounds. I think yeah, doing like the Bjork song or doing like any kind of pop song or something it's a little different. With hip hop, you don't have like chords and melodies already in the vocals. It's usually you can put the rapping over like any key, any set of chords, and it'll still work. But you don't really have as much freedom with when remixing like a rock song or whatever. So it's just a bit different. I don't know. Sometimes it's more challenging. Sometimes it's easier to have that constraint. I don't know. I kind of think remixing rap is more fun.
Yeah.
Yeah. I mean, in the beginning, it was pretty arbitrary because when you're doing remixes for that kind of thing, you have to get a hold of the vocal track separately from the music, and that was just, the first volume of mixtape was really just, that was just what we found.
Yeah, dude, sometimes they're hard to find.
I'm trying to find the stuff that you're into. I mean, like the Wu-Tang stuff, we're like big fans of, but we weren't real picky on the first one because it was just hard to get a hold of the vocal tracks.
It's more fun to do photos if you have some like funny costume on.
We've never been like real into fashion and style and all that stuff, and having like a real thought out image with the clothing, and so I don't know. That was sort of our.
I don't like shopping.
Yeah, we
Yeah,
stick
that
to
part of
music.
being a band is totally weird.
Yeah.
For us. But I bet if we had been like super stylized, we'd probably be like more famous.
Yeah.
Who cares?